Hi, Stephen. How would you assess that overall performance? Happy with the result?
Yeah, I think it was a fair result. I think we've gave everything we've got tonight from a physical point of view after the week we've had. This was probably the toughest opposition we could have faced because they play at a real high intensity and they're a powerful team. And they came out the blocks extremely quick. So after a poor start or a slow start, I thought we'd done ever so well to get back in the game. And we've had some chances, they've had some chances. So I think overall it's probably a fair result and it sets it up for next week.
Nick Thompson, go ahead, please.
David, can we have permission to record, please? Sorry.
Yes. Yeah. Permission to record. Raman Barjwa. Thanks. Nick Thompson, go ahead, please.
Stephen, your goalkeeper was obviously fantastic yet again, but I want to ask you about Nathan Patterson, one of his first games at this level. How pleased were you with the contribution he made tonight?
He was outstanding. I think he's became a man tonight. This was probably the biggest game of his career. In fact, it is for sure. He's had a real big few weeks emotionally, and obviously he stepped into the captain's position and he's played with maturity. And he's got a massive future ahead of him. We just need to guide him and keep shaping him, improving him. But we've got a player here, I think.
Andy Newport, please.
Hey, Stephen, you said a couple of weeks ago you were fed up speaking about Alan McGregor, but when he keeps making saves like that, then I suppose you're going to keep getting asked about him. Just can you sum up his performance again at a vital moment in the tie?
Yeah, I thought there was a few real big pivotal moments within the game, opportunities for both sides to win it. Obviously, Alan's came big for us again, and it's a top save to get back and drag that back into his grasp was another world-class save. And obviously, Connor, the other end, has a big chance to maybe go and put us in front. But I think at this stage, it's always important, especially when you're away first, to try and take something from the game. And so obviously get an away goal and to get back in the game is a huge positive. We'll have obviously a lot more quieter week to rest and recoup. And it actually helps us not having a game at the weekend. And we need to be at our maximum, both physically and technically next week to get this job done. But we're up against a real good side. You could see tonight that why they're at this level as well.
Michael Grant, please.
Hi, Stephen. At the goal, were you pleased with Yanis's determination to keep the ball in and even Helander's gamble, I guess, on running?
Yeah, I think when we analyse this team, one of the areas we see opposition teams getting some success was from set plays. It was a decent delivery. Obviously, it's about who reacts the quickest, who's switched on, who wants to gamble, if you like. And Yanis has gambled. He's done ever so well to drag it back. You're expecting one of your attacking players to run through the goal and score, but it was big Super Phil, the prolific centre-half from Sweden, and we managed to get back in the game. And I thought after a sloppy start on the balance of play, I think that was what we least deserved.
David Edgar, please.
Hi, Stephen. You spoke about the emotion of the weekend, the fighting spirit of your players to come here, a place that has been notoriously difficult for European teams, and come away with such a creditable result must make you very proud. Yeah,
listen, at this stage, it's very difficult to get results. I think you only got to look at Scottish history to be aware of that. We're coming up against a team with a fantastic home record, unbeaten at home, domestically unbeaten. So we knew the challenge was really big. We knew we were going to play against a real powerful team who like to play at a high intensity. So we needed to be ready for that. But after the week we had, and preparation-wise, it was quite tough. But credit to the players, they rolled the sleeves up, they dug in. And after a slow start where we were a little bit second best, the players' performance was really, really positive from my point of view. And we've put the tie in a real good position. And that was always the game plan before the ball was kicked, was can we set it up for Ibrox next week? Because we know we're a real strong team at home. So really looking forward to that game as well.
Andrew McLean, please.
Is that maturity from the players not to panic when things weren't going your way at the start something that's really built over the last 3 years in these European games?
Yeah, listen, I think it's a combination of things. We've got good experienced players. we've been there before when we know we haven't got off to the best of starts, but we've got good players. We've got a good group of lads who don't play with any ego. They stick together and they don't give up. One thing you can never fault this group for is fight, is effort and application. So again, we got out of the game what we deserved.
Chris Jack, please.
Hi, Stephen. Just to go back to Alan McGregor, how much confidence does that give you that he can still be here next season? That if he still performed at that level, he must want to keep going himself.
Listen, I don't have to have confidence. I know that anyway. I've spoke about it before, how much we rate Alan, how much we love him here, how much we want to carry on. At the same time, I told you guys I'll respect him. He knows what's on the table. He's in discussions with the club, and from where I'm sitting, I just hope we get it over the line and sign him up for another year, because he's more than capable. And I know that on a daily basis by working with him and watching him close. The decision's going to be down to Alan, not us, because we certainly want him.
Mark Wilson, please.
Hi, Stephen. This one, just to kind of follow on from that, does having got the title won, does that give the club the opportunity now maybe just to open discussions with, would you say, obviously speaking to Alan already, but with other players the likes of Connor and James Tavernier, maybe to get these guys tied down as well?
Listen, I think we need time to just breathe. It's days and hours after a league title win, the first one in 10 years. Everyone's still on an incredible high. This game came around extremely quick. We've managed to set it up really nicely for next week. We're well aware of all the players' contracts, where they sit and what we need to do. And in the right time, we will go to people who we want to improve deals or extend. And myself and Ross and the board are all aware of that. But, we need time to breathe first. And then moments will come. We haven't got a game at the weekend, and then we've got a international break on the horizon, and we've got a summer. So in time, people will be rewarded for what they've given to this club over the last 3 years.
Vinny O'Connor, please.
Hi, Stephen. Good to see you.
Hi, Vin.
Congratulations.
This is your debut after 3 years. If you had no interest for the last 3 years, I think you can turn up because we've won something.
I wanted to pass on my congratulations, mate. Anyway, well done, pal.
Cheers, mate.
Well done tonight as well. The one thing I want to ask about tonight, though, is what do you feel, or how much have you learned about Slavia Prague that you can obviously use in the second leg now?
Well, I think we've learned that there's no way we can respect them. They're a real good team, really powerful team, effective. They play vertical. So we knew that they weren't going to kill us from a technical point of view, but we knew that we had to match them physically in terms of the running power and first balls and second balls. We managed to do that after the opening stages of the game. But in no way is this game over, or are we in any way, shape or form become favourites. I think this tie sits 50-50, and it's a real exciting tie to look forward to at Ibrox.
Craig Vickers, please.
Even in terms of Nathan Patterson's performance, does tonight give you more confidence that if James is out of the form, you can throw Nathan into a powder keg fixture like that?
Not on the back of tonight, Craig. I think you've seen the moves that I've made in terms of the squad. Now I've tried to shape it. I moved 2-3 fullbacks on because I had real big confidence in Calvin Bassey and also Nathan Patterson. We decided not to extend John Flanagan. We moved Matt Polster on, who were the backup right backs at the time. And that's because we knew we had to make room for Nathan Patterson. There's only so many days you can spend in the academy and so many games you can play well in before you need to make the next step. The club have rewarded them on a couple of occasions with contracts. So I think we've shown in the past our confidence and belief in the kid. And now he just needs to keep growing, keep learning. And he wants, we want him to become a real elite player, an elite fullback for this country and for the club, more importantly. So it's a real exciting future for him. And, he's young. He just needs to be looked after in the right way, and he's in the right place.
Robert Grieve, please.
Hi, Stephen. Well done tonight. Just in the back of the start of the game, you must have been really pleased with the kind of resilience of the team. Under a wee bit of pressure to begin with, could easily kind of folded. The team didn't do that.
No, hopefully we never do that. I never want any of my teams to fold, for sure. You can't do that, especially at this level, because teams will make the most of that. And it's a real cruel level if you think you can down tools or fold. So it was a difficult start. I thought we waited for this game in the opening periods. I thought we were second best in certain moments. You know, part of that's on me as well, because once we tweaked it and went 2 up front and 1 number 10 behind, and we made it about their defence rather than our defence, I thought that gave us confidence and belief, and we settled into the game. And then from that moment, after going down, I thought we were more than worthy of at least a point.
Stephen Halliday, please.
Stephen, you got Kamal Roof back on the pitch tonight, and presumably you'll have Ryan Jack again next week. Do you feel the squad's going to be in a good place for the remaining challenges of the season?
Yeah, I'd still say Jack's a doubt at this stage. He'd have to have a real positive 4 or 5 days coming up to be available. Great to have Kamar back. Obviously, a cameo will do him the world of good. He can have another strong week into next week, so he'll be more available next week than he is for this week. But really good to have his leadership in and around the dressing room, and him to be back and be part of it. And you know, if we can keep him here and get Jacko back as soon as we can, and then James back after that, we'll be in real good shape to try and finish the season as strong as we can.
Finally, David Tanner, please.
Stephen, with the confidence you spoke about there in your record at Ibrox and unbeaten in Europe, do you allow yourself to dream about this Europa League run?
100% we'll dream. We've been dreaming since we qualified. There's no harm in dreaming, but at the same time, you've got to have respect for the opposition. You've got to realise the challenge and what's coming up against you. You know, this is a team that has gone away to a Premier League team and won quite comfortably. So in no way, shape and form can we get carried away. But it's always nice to dream. But we need to probably go and find our biggest performance of the season at Ibrox to get this done.